Now y'all got me in the storytelling mood. Yeah, she know the vibes. But are you and the boy still cool? So that's why I was finna proceed to tell y'all that we end up breaking up. Because let me tell y'all. So first of all, when we was at school, we used to go together, right? At school and shit. We was together for like, I said like 8 months. And it was one day, I thought he didn't come to school. So we got on the school bus, and my sister, she was like, why you put all them hickeys on that boy neck? So I was like, what? Like, what you talking about? She was like, he just came in class earlier, with all them hickeys on his neck. He got an early dismissal. I was like, I ain't even seen him outside of school. Like, what you mean he what? So I was confused because how the fuck he got hickeys on his neck and I ain't put no hickeys on his neck. So I confronted him about it. Well, first I broke up with him. And I didn't tell him why I broke up with him. And then the next day at school, me and him used to share a locker and we had Spanish class together. So he took my Spanish book on purpose. So I went to class and I was getting my book back from him. And he just looked up at me and started smiling. I just seen the hickeys on his neck. So I just walked away. I was mad as fuck. I just walked away. So then when I got home, I was just crying and I was texting him and what was in the third. And I was like, bro, you got hickeys on your neck, this and the third. And he was like, really? He was like, my niece did that. My niece was sucking on my neck. I'm like, your niece? I said, nigga, that shit don't even sound right. He was like, bro, this on my grandma, my niece did that shit. And his grandma was dead. So I was like, oh. I was like, okay, man, you might be telling the truth. I was like, you must be telling the truth. So I got back to school. And we was outside at in PE and we was playing flag football. And I was telling my friend about it. And I was like, we were just playing, like running and stuff. And she was like, so what happened with y'all? And I was like, he said his niece did it. And she said, you dummy folk and you believe that shit. I was like, he put it on his grandma. Like, she was like, Mike, like, his niece for real. And I was like, well, it's too late now. I done already took a bet, so I don't care no more. So that was his first sprite, right? Okay, so then his second sprite, he was talking to some girl at a party. I don't forgot what happened with it. But anyway, so later on in the year, I used to be going to my friend's house all the time. And my friend, she used to stay in these apartments that had a lot of niggas that stay in apartments. You feel what I'm saying? So I go over there all the time and all these different niggas will be trying to talk to me or whatever. So a couple of them I talked to here and there, you know, but nothing major. You feel what I'm saying? But it was this one nigga because my friend, she used to talk to this nigga. And hold on. I just want to make sure my music playing so they won't cut it off. So my friend, she used to talk to this nigga, right? And we used to be going down his house and she'll sleep in his bed or whatever, but his bed, it was on the floor, it was just a mattress. And he shared a room with his cousin that had a mattress on the floor too. So every time I go down there with her, I have to sleep in the bed with the nigga. But the nigga was way older than me. I was 15. He was like 19, 20. So every time we'll lay in the bed together, like, he'll cuddle up against me. I ain't care about him cuddling up with me or whatever. But he'll start whispering in my ear, like, I want you, I want you, I want you. I'm like, bro, go ahead. I got a nigga. Like, he was like, bro, ain't nobody got to know. Ain't nobody got to know. I'm like, bro, watch out. Like, I got a nigga. So then it was our anniversary. It was me and the nigga I was fucking with. It was our 1 year anniversary. So I used to, we used to run out of stores and shit, right? So we could be clean, you know what I'm saying? So like we used to have like designer clothes on and shit when we was kids, so we can be clean. So we had went to Atlantic Station because I told them I got a date and I want to look nice. So we went to Atlantic Station to steal me an outfit. So I had went to Dillard's and I had stole me some Rock Revival jeans. I had went to Victoria's Secret to get me some underwear. I went in Old Navy to get me a graphic tee and some shoes. And then I was in H&M getting me a Letterman jacket because that's when the Letterman jackets was in style. So while I was in H&M getting a Letterman jacket, I was just stuffing it in my bag. But I was looking up at the camera because I didn't really know how to steal for real in H&M. So when we was walking out the door, a lady just grabbed me and she was like, "Young lady, I'm gonna need to get your bag." So I was like get off me. She was like, "What you doing?" She was like, come up here with us. And she snatched us and she took us upstairs. So she took us upstairs, so they got our bag. They just pulling all the shit out there. They like, "Oh, y'all just on the shopping spree." So they just pulling all the shit out the bag for my date. Luckily, I still had my pants on though, up under my pants. So they telling us we banned from Atlantic Station. They taking our pictures and shit. So we just up there for the longest. So he started texting my phone like, "Where you at? Where you at? I'm up here. Where you at? Where you at?" But he didn't know that this other life that I used to live. So I couldn't tell him like I'm stealing. Like I just got caught stealing. Like I'm on the way. It's a long way, Marta. I'm all coming all the way from College Park. Like I'm finessing the situation as much as I can. So by the time I finally get on the bus and get to the movie theater, he pissed the fuck off because it's 10 o'clock now, and after 10, we too young to get in the movies by ourselves. So, you know what I'm saying? We can't get in the movies no more. So he like, "What the fuck? This shit that beat me out. Like, what the fuck you been at? That. I was like, "Bro, it just took me a long time to get here. Like, what you talking about? The fucking bus, that shit take a long time." So he was like, "Shawty, what you finna do?" So I was like, "What the fuck? You can take me back where I came from." So I told him to drop me back off at my friend's house. So he was just treating me so wrong. Like, he was treating me so wrong. Like, just chumping me out. So we get to the first of all, and he didn't even let me sit in the passenger side. He let his little brother sit in the passenger side and make me sit in the back seat. So we get to my friend's house. So he didn't look back at me. He still got his face towards the window. So I was like, "You ain't gonna give me no hug." He was like, "Man, Shawty, get out the car." I was like, "What the fuck?" I said, "Say less." I got out and slammed the door. So I knocked on my friend's door, and she wasn't home. So I'm like, "Bro, she must be around here at the folk house." So I walked around there to the house or whatever. So we get in the house. So I gotta lay in the bed with the nigga again. So this time, we in the bed, and he whispering in my ear like, "I want you, Shawty, I want you, I want you, I want you, I want you, I want you." So I was mad at how I had been treated by anniversary. So I'm like, "Bro, fuck this shit, bro." I was like, "Come on." So we started having sex, but I wasn't into it. Like, and it was like we went for like 2 minutes, and I just pushed him off of me. And he was like, "Why you just starting?" I'm like, "Bro, I don't want to do this." So after that, we had already had sex. We had sex like 2 or 3 more times, and I felt bad a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Not felt bad a little bit. I felt real bad. So I wanted to tell him so bad. But everybody was like, "Bro, do not tell him that. Do not tell him that. Do not tell him that. You tripping. So I was like, "Bro, this shit just heavy on me. I got to tell him." So one day, me and him was on the phone. And we was just admitting to all this shit we was doing. He was like, "Y'all be texting this girl." And I was like, "Oh, I be texting this nigga." And he was like, "I had to chill with this girl." And I was like, "Oh, I was chilling with this nigga." And he was like, "Yeah." He was like, he said that one girl, she tried to have sex with me. He was like, "But I ain't fucking her." So I was like, "Oh." I was like, "I got something else to tell you." He was just laughing. He was like, "Wait, you fucked another nigga?" I was just quiet. He was like, "Mari." I was like, "Yeah." He was like, "Wait." He started laughing. "You fucked another nigga?" I was just quiet. He was like, "Mari." I was like, "Yeah." He was like, "You fucked another nigga?" I was like, "Yeah." He just got so quiet on the phone. I was like, "Hello?" I was like, "Why you ain't saying that?" I was like, "How you feel?" He was like, "I don't paralyzed. I ain't got no feelings." That's not funny. That's not funny, but he was like, "I don't paralyzed. I ain't got no feelings." I was like, "Well, okay then." I thought he was straight. I just continued to tell him. I was like, "Then I had kissed this other nigga." He said, "Bro, bye, Mari." He hung up the phone in my face. So many tears just dropped out of my eyes immediately because his heart sounded so broken when he said that. Like, he sounded so broken. And I was just calling him back, and he was not answering the phone. So then the next day I got to school, and we in the computer lab, and one of these niggas that I was cool with, He was like, damn, Amari. He was like, what the hell you did to Shawty? I was like, what you talking about? He was like, but this man going crazy on Twitter. I get on his Twitter, he's going crazy. He was like, you fucked him one time, then you fucked him again. I was like, oh my god. Everybody at school know he's talking about me because I'm his girl. I was his girlfriend. So we was just beefing for like 2-3 weeks. Then he finally took me back because he said he fucked somebody else, so we was even, which I think he was lying. So he took me back. So we was trying to build our relationship back up. So then I ended up my friend ended up going to this neighborhood, right? I feel like I told this story to y'all before.